Okay, so in this session, let us try to attempt one question randomly to selected, and it happens to be a question with the three sub questions, so it is more better. So I'll slightly zoom the diagram. Okay, so maybe now you're able to see some circuit. See, it is actually part of circuit. See, if you see here, this line is open circuited on this side. Then how can this current flow in that? So this side nothing is there, right? So it's supposed to be zero. But here the assumption is it is a part of a circuit. Full circuit is not shown. See, circuit means something which is closing, okay? But this is open here. So it's a like a snapshot of a part of a circuit. That's why see whenever you see like this, it is open means that definitely here should be 0 amperes. But I've given 11 just to say that it is a part of the circuit. So let's look at question number 33. Okay, so what does it, question number 33 says? VAB, determine the value of VAB. So what is VAB? Voltage of A with reference to B. So from B, how much voltage of A is higher or lower? Okay, so I have to start calculating from B and reach to the point A and then see what is the voltage of point A. Okay, so let us do that. Now, in order to know the voltage from B to A, you see the A is on the top right corner and B is on the bottom left corner. So from B to A, I have to apply the Kirchhoff voltage law and calculate the voltage. So B to A will give me VAB, voltage of A with respect to B. Focus at this point. Okay, 38 amperes is entering this node and 11 amperes is leaving towards the left side. So the remaining current has to go upwards. There is no other path. So 38 is incoming current, 11 is outgoing current. 38 minus 11 is 27. So the 27 amperes is going upwards. Okay. I into R is the voltage drop. So 27 amperes into 3. What is that? 27 into 3. I think 81. So 81 volts of voltage drop is there here on the 3 ohms resistance. But the question is this 81 volts, which side is higher, which side is lower? So that means whether the high voltage is on here or the high voltage is on this side. That we need to determine. But look at the current. Current is going from here to here. That means what? This side, the bottom side must be the higher voltage. Because of that, the current is going upwards. Okay. So therefore, if I move from this point to this point, I have lost the voltage. So the voltage drop here is 81 volts. So from B to from this side of 3 ohms to that side of 3 ohms, it is minus 81 volts because I lost 81 volts because this point is below the voltage of B. So minus 81 up to here. Okay. Then keep going. There is no other item here. So go towards left side. Then I am jumping from negative terminal to positive terminal. That means I am increasing by 5 volts. Okay. So minus 81 plus 5. So that is how much? 76. Minus 76. Okay. So at this point, the voltage is minus 76 with respect to point B. Okay. Now I go upwards. Okay. So how much is the current in the 5 volts battery here? So you remember minus 76. Okay, I'm doing it without pen and paper. I'm just doing calculation only. So you remember 38 amperes was coming here, 11 was going that side, so 27 was going upwards. Meanwhile, 27 also coming from the left side. Okay? So 27 here, 27 here, both of them join and then go further upwards. So 27 plus 27, 54. So 54 amperes of the current is going upwards here, then takes left turn and then comes here. Okay. So then I remember seeing a, just a minute. Yes. So did you see anybody use this stick? So I was wondering what is this used for. So now I can show. From here, what is the current? 54. Okay, 54. Okay. Now from 54, 30 amperes is going towards right side. So 54 minus 30 is 24. Okay. 24 amperes going upwards will be how much? Into 2 ohms. 24 into 2, 48 volts is the drop. Okay, again this is higher voltage and this is lower voltage. So 48 volts is the drop. So minus 76, again minus 48. Okay, so minus 76 minus 48. How much? How much? 124 minus 76 48. Looks like 124. Okay, and here, although this current is there, but nothing, no other resistance is there. So I already reached point A. Okay? So what is voltage of A with respect to B? Is minus 124. Okay? Let us see if it is there in the choices. Yes, it is there in the choices. So the answer is B, which is minus 124. Okay? Determine the current IA. 34th question. Determine the value of the current IA. Okay. So what is IA? So IA will be, already we calculated up till here, 2 ohms resistance, the current was 54 going upwards. To the 54, 28 is adding. Okay. So how much it will become? 54 plus 28. So 64, 74 and 82. 82 amperes will go, that is IA. So no, it's not there in the choices. 54. Sorry, 20. I forgot. 54 is here. Okay, so from this 54, if I remove 30, it will be 24. 24 plus 28. How much is that? 52. So the answer is C. Okay, for this. And last one, determine the power supplied by the voltage source of 5 volts. What is the power supplied by 5 volt voltage source? What is the power? Power is current into voltage. So what was the current in this line? You remember? 54. So 54 into 5. Okay, so that is how much? What 270. Whether this 270 is the question is power supplied. Okay, so whether it is positive or negative. Supplied means what is the power coming out of the battery, and you see the current also leaving the positive terminal, right? So therefore it is positive only. So 270 watts. Due to some reason, if the current was different, then it would be reverse. So the answer here is 270. Okay. So basically, the way this question has been formed, you don't need pen and paper. You just need to visualize the circuit and then step by step you solve it. So now you got 3 marks by solving this. Yeah. So a different, see, there are so many constants here, right? So one, two, three, four, five. So in case this question is repeating in some other paper, so it will have different values. So you'll have to do it. So right away, maybe if you have this question in your paper, you could have actually solved it. I know somebody. Did anybody parallelly solve your own question? Uh, okay. So did you get the? Are your answers matching with any of the options? See, sometimes what I do, just one quick pointer. Sometimes what I do, like these wrong options are there, right? 52, 135. So the wrong, I can anticipate what kind of mistakes students may do. So, for example, I forgot to remove this 30 amperes, right? So here I was considering 50, then 50 plus 28. I'm saying what is that? So I was calculating that, right? So I got a wrong answer. Then I looked at the options and it was missing. Then I said, where did I do the mistake? And then so next year, what I will do, I will one of the wrong choices. Okay, so I will make sure that it matches with that. So if a student forgets to consider this one of this thing, still whatever wrong calculation, it should match with one of the options. So thinking that the moment you see a matching option, you will think that okay, I got it correct, and you will mark it. So that way. Okay. Anyway, so what about what was your? There was somebody want to ask some question here. No question. Just now somebody was saying they were asking something. Okay. So let me quickly pause this thing. So again, we are talking about question number 9 here. There is a circuit given, and we are supposed to find the resistance between A and B. Okay. How I would do it is I see that here these two RR becomes R by 2, and on the right also this becomes R by 2, because two resistances are in parallel, and this side it is anyway complete. So this one is R by 2, this one is R by 2. And then I think we have to do convert the star to delta. Okay? So and then it will become one. It will what you call simplify, and then do like that. So there is no direct. As far as I remember, there is no direct method to do it. So uh, yeah, you can also do that. So let's say what he is saying is from going from A to B, there are two different ways. Okay, so I can go straight here like this, start from A straight here like this, and then here at this point, I can go up or down. Okay, so there are two paths, but the path which is going upwards and the path which is going downwards are symmetrical. Okay, so therefore, simply ignore all the above five resistances and only consider the bottom five resistances and consider that as one path. And if that is one path, then you have another path which is of same. So and therefore you can simply say by two, and you will get the. So yeah, you can also try that. So one of the, you have to use conversion of the star to delta and delta to star resistances. As far as I remember, I kept a video on that, so you can have a look at it. So okay, so we are now looking at question number 25 here, which says that we need to find the Thevenin's voltage for the above circuit across the points A, B. So you can see the diagram on the right. So across terminals A and B, I need to find the Thevenin's voltage. So instead of me answering right away, I'll ask you to I mean, explain your approach how you want to do it. Okay, so what is the question? What is Thevenin's voltage definition? Assuming that this 10 ohms resistance which is there is the not short circuit, it is the open circuit. Okay, to find the open circuit voltage, we need to find the open circuit voltage considering that this 10 ohm resistance is not present. Okay, so that means what? If you remove this, there is a point A and point B. I have to find VAB. That means from B, I have to apply Kirchhoff's voltage law to find VAB. That VAB itself is the Thevenin's voltage. Okay. Now already I know 24 volts is here. From B, if I go towards this right side corner, so if I start from B and go towards right side corner here up, I already gained plus 24 volts. Now, if only I know what is the current in 6 ohms resistance, then I can solve what is the Thevenin's voltage, okay, easily by considering the voltage drop in the 6 ohms. So now the challenge becomes to find what is the current in this line, 6 ohms resistance, in the absence of this 10 ohms resistance. How do we find that? There are three sources in the circuit. Okay. So three sources means you can use superposition theorem one by one you apply and then you do, or you can use what is that circuit analysis, like write down two equations and then you can do that. How many of you don't know how to do it? I want to see your hands raised. See, let's say all of a sudden this question, question number 25, on the board, it comes to you. Can you solve it without referring to any other sources? How many of you can solve it at least? Let me ask that. So I asked question two ways. Okay, how many of you cannot solve it? No hands raised. How many of you can solve it? Again, no hands raised. So okay, I will ask again without confusion. How many of you are able? You can confident that you can solve it. So how would you solve it? Okay. So but there are two unknowns, right? I1 and I2. So you will get two equations. So two unknowns, two equations. You have to solve it. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, so time is 10:40. So let's spend some time and do it. So this is the circuit 36, 8, 11, and 19. Okay, so I have see because there is this is tab number 2, this is tab number 1. Okay, the first itself I made a mistake. Okay, there is a voltage source here 36, 8, 11. So whenever you're marking the voltage sources, you need to be careful with the direction. So this is my point A and this is a point B. I removed the 10 ohms resistance in between 6 and 24. Okay. So now let us follow what he was telling. So I'm sorry, what's your name? The person who answered. So where should I keep I1? Okay, so I can actually make it like this loop current I1. That means what here the current is I1. Okay, I use small letter I1 and this side also I can say I2. So that means what here the current is actually I1 minus I2 or I2 minus I1 based on. Otherwise, why confuse further? So I'll just go back and simply consider like this. Let's say this is I1 and this one is I2. So obviously this one will be I1 minus I2. Now, all the branches are labeled with the currents now because every element we have. What is the thing? Now, Kirchhoff's voltage law, okay, for first loop. Okay, so I start at this corner, go upwards. So I'm gaining 36 volts. So plus 36. Now I am at this point. Now going here. So here the because I'm going the same direction of the current, I am losing the voltage. So minus 8 into I1. Okay, so I reach this point. Now I go downwards. So minus I1 minus I2 into 11. Now I am at this point. So now negative to positive I'm going. So voltage is increasing. So plus 19 equal to 0. Okay, this is the one equation which I got from the left side part of the circuit. Now look at this part of the circuit. So let's say I start here at the top corner. Okay. So I2 is going through 6 ohms. So 6 into I2. Now since I'm going in the same direction of the current, so I put a minus sign because my voltage will fall if I go same direction of the current. Now from here, you're going from positive side to negative side, so minus 24. And from here, I go up, so it will be, so positive side to negative side, so again minus 19. And then here, the actual current is this one. I'm going opposite to current, so it will be plus I1 minus I2 into 11. Now I reach this point, so it will be equal to 0. So now we need to solve this thing. So Here for I1 coefficients, minus 8 is there, minus 11 is there. So minus 8 minus 11 minus 20, sorry, minus 17, right? No, minus 19. So plus 36 minus 19 I1. Now coefficients of I2 will be minus into minus will become plus and it will be 11. So plus 11 I2, and this 19 will add to 36. We'll add it later. So once again, so I1 I2. So 36 goes towards right side, 19 also goes towards right side, minus what is that? 36 plus 19, 55, I think. So basically, two unknowns, two equations I'm solving, which you have done in maybe your seventh class or eighth class, I don't know, or maybe even earlier these days. I think it is correct. Now let's look at the second one. So coefficients of I2 is minus 6, coefficients of I2 is plus 19. Sorry, 11 is there, right? Minus 6 plus 11. So 5 I2. And coefficients of I1 is plus 11, right? And then what is the constants? So 24 and 19. So 34, 43 goes towards the right side to become plus 43. Correct, minus 11 I2. So this is minus 11. Ah, okay. So this 5 should not be there. In the place of 5, what should be there? 6 and 11 is 17, right? So minus 17 I2. So now I got this thing. So now I can solve I1, I2 equal to. So it is the inverse of multiplied by minus 55 and 43. How do you invert a matrix? So we'll go to Google Sheets. Minus 19, 11, 11 minus 17. I don't know. I hope I'm doing it correct. So now let's. So we have to select all this. I think it is M inverse is there. Multiplicative inverse of a square matrix. So I give the square matrix. Yes. So I got it. I whatever it is. So I'll just minus 55. What was the other one? 43. Is it plus 43? Am I correct? We are looking at equation number 2. So now M mult. Okay, there is a thing called M mult. So I mean there are many ways to do it. Uh, so finally I got an answer. So we are interested in what is I2. Okay, so we are interested in what is I2. I2 turns out to be minus 1.0495. So let's call it minus 1.05. Okay. So where are okay? Let's change the color. Solving I2 is minus 1.0495 or 1.05 amperes. Okay. So here this I2 arrow is towards right side, but because the value is negative, That means the actual current is going towards left side. Okay? So actual current is going like this, 1.05 amperes. Okay? Now what is VAB? VAB is nothing but KVL from B to A. So from B I go like this, then my voltage rises plus 24. Then I am going in the same direction of my current, so my voltage should fall. So minus 6 into 1.05. So this is 24 minus 6 is how much? So it will be slightly less than 24 minus 6 is how much? 18. So the answer will be slightly less than 18. Okay. So 18.94 is the only choice closer to what? 7. Sorry, 18.94 is more than 19. So C is the answer, 17.7. Okay, so I think I've taken about 10 minutes to solve it. Okay, since we are anyway discussing this, let's solve the RTH also, Thevenin's resistance. So in that case, what we will do, maybe I'll go for, no. Okay, so I don't like, so Thevenin's resistance is very easy. So just we have 8 here, this is short circuited, and we have 11 here, this is short circuited, and this is point A, and then we have 6 here, and then this voltage source also short circuited, and this is point B. So this is equivalent to having 8, 11, and 6 as a parallel combination of resistances. So A and B. So this is 8, 11, and 6. So what is the equivalent resistance? So I can say 1 divided by 1 by 8 plus 1 by 11 plus 1 by 6. So 2.6138. Okay, that is the answer. Okay, so let's match it. Okay, 2.6138, which is 2.614. So it matches with B. Anyway, so I will stop here. So any other, I think almost 11:53, so I don't want to spend more. So now you got the idea. So just